Welcome back to the Good Morning Show. Christmas might be over, but the celebration of Kwanzaa is just getting started. So what is that exactly? Well, we have Don Tafari and Tanya Poole with the Greensboro Kwanzaa Collective here to answer all of our questions. So, ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And you girls look so great.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, Tanya, let's start with you. Explain to us what Kwanzaa is.
Well, Kwanzaa was started in 1966 by Dr. Malana Karenga. And if you remember what was going on during that time period, we were in the height of the civil rights movement. There was a lot of social unrest at that time. And a lot of people, particularly African Americans, were trying to rediscover and reclaim our history and our traditions. And so Dr. Karenga started Kwanzaa as a way to help us to reclaim some of the traditions and the culture and the history that had been lost throughout the years.
Oh, that sounds real. It's a really great celebration. And Don, tell us what's going to happen tonight.
Wow. So we're going to be our first day of the 7th day Kwanzaa celebration. We'll be at Bethel AME Church, which is right up the block from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
Right.
And we're going to be celebrating. There'll be a candle lighting ceremony. The beginning of the ceremony always starts with a drum call where the drummers bring out their djembes and their junjuns, and they call forth the community to come and celebrate with us. We pour libations just to open the way and ask the ancestors for this okay to have this celebration. Like I said, and then we light the first candle, which is Umoja, the black candle in the middle today. We talk about what that principle means, what Umoja means, how do you live that on a day-to-day basis. And then we'll have a wonderful performance. Brother D. Noble is coming to give us some spoken word today. We have a guest speaker today. Dina Hayes will be joining us to bring the message of how do you live Umoja. What does that mean?
What is that? Umoja.
Umoja means unity, and each one of these candles represents a different principle. Those 7 principles of Kwanzaa are called the Nguzo Saba, and they each have a different meaning. So the first day, we light the black candle, which is for Umoja, which means unity. The second day, we go to the first red candle, which stands for Kujichakulia, which means self-determination. I know that's a big word.
Yeah.
It means self-determination. Well, naming ourselves, defining ourselves, being proud of who we are.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And coming up, you guys are going to make a dish for us, right?
Yes. Well, actually, we've brought an array of dishes to share with you so you can get an idea of the types of foods that we enjoy during our Karamu, which is our feast during the Kwanzaa celebration.
Cannot wait for that. And the 7-day Kwanzaa celebration kicks off tonight at Bethel AME Church. That's on Reagan Street in Greensboro. And there are events every night through January 1st. This is a free community event, so you're asked to bring a dish as part of your contribution. For a full list of events and locations, visit www.gsokwanzaacollective.org.
Well, we're back with Jamila and Nia with the Greensboro Kwanzaa Collective, and they're joining us to show us some food that will traditionally be eaten during the celebration of Kwanzaa. It starts tonight, right?
Yes. We're excited.
Oh, I am too. So, Jamila, you have created such a spread for us. Tell us some of the items that you have for us.
Well, we have a lot of wonderful, tasty dishes. Each one of the mamas put their hands, and there's a lot of love in the pot.
Did you call them mothers?
We say mamas.
The mamas.
That's okay. This is a groundnut stew. This is a traditionally West African dish. We have sweet potatoes with broccoli and quinoa. We have a baked spaghetti, and this is our black-eyed peas dish. That is a traditional, dish, right? And then we have our yams, of course, and then kale salad. And
we have the cornbread, and then we have a pasta salad here, and we have some lentils. Yams are really important because that comes from Africa. It's 95% of their farming in Africa. So yams are very important for Kwanzaa to share.
Right. And then it's also very healthy. It looks like, I mean, everything here has color, which is, you know, associated with healthy foods. And that's what you want people to bring with you, right?
Absolutely. Please bring a healthy dish or a beverage to share.
Or desserts. We love desserts.
We do love desserts, yes.
And this is a typical dessert that you have here.
Yes.
Is that just like a pound cake?
Yes, my daughter made it. It's very good.
And sweet cornbread. You know, everyone loves the sweet cornbread. It's a good combination of cultures coming together. So we invite all cultures.
Right.
So this cornbread is a good mix to the blend of our African American history.
Yeah. And so I know about the yams, which you just explained to me, are, you know, a crop that's grown in Africa. Any other foods that really, you know, say home
Well, okra is one. Lentils is another one. That's kind of an African kind of dish because we put the curry powder and those things in it. Interesting enough, yams and sweet potatoes are two different things. They're two different crops. And we always get mixed the two, but they're two different crops. So more of these things are more African American mixed.
Right.
And I think that's the beauty about Kwanzaa because it shows the celebration of our culture and our history and how much we have traveled throughout the diaspora.
Would you say that this is your favorite part of the celebration? You're like me.
I think it is mine.
I mean, also, I mean, there's storytelling, right?
Yes. We have storytelling, we have dancing, we have drumming. Later on you will see. And we have a lot of festivities that take place during that time. We will have speakers coming out to talk to the community. And more importantly, we have sharing time where individuals can come out and tell us about what's happening in their community as well as their organizations and businesses.
What a wonderful celebration, and maybe a new tradition for some of you because they are welcoming everybody in the community to come out. So we want to make sure you stick around because in 10 minutes we're going to have dancers and drummers in our studio. They're going to demonstrate some of the sights and sounds that you'll see during the Kwanzaa celebration. You have to stick around for this. All right, we're coming right back.
Yep.
Food, dancing, and drums, they are all part of enjoying Kwanzaa, and the 7-day celebration of Kwanzaa kicks off tonight. We covered the food and the history, and now we are focusing on the music and dancing. Dendara Boyd is giving us the scoop on all of this, and she brought some talented students from Morning Star Leadership Academy for the girls and really the whole crew.
Yes, dancing and drumming is so vital to our celebration. You know, the music takes you to the heart. It really gets the people involved. It gets them motivated and moving and really energetic. It's really energizing. It really lifts the spirit of
It really does.
celebration.
I feel it. And let's talk about the dance that we're going to see coming up.
The dance that we're doing is called Sente. It's a dance that's done by young girls for initiation. And so I brought my girls here from Morning Star Academy, and they're going to do that with us.
Okay, really wonderful. I can't wait to see it. But before we do, let's talk about the drummers and how long they practice and everything.
Oh, wow. Practice all the time, especially in my house. My husband is playing all the time. So they practice on a regular basis. It takes a lot of skill to do this. It's not just coming up here and hitting the drum because you have to know what the rhythms are. And so we have the djembe here, and these bottom drums are called the dununs.
Yeah, very cool.
Djembe.
Okay, so let's see the dance.
All right, this is Sente.
Kicks off tonight at Bethel AME Church in Greensboro, and there are events every night through January 1st. This is a free community event, so you're asked to bring a dish as part of your contribution. For a full list of events and locations, just visit GSOKwanzaacollective.org.